like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Yo.
Hey.
Yo.
What's going on, guys? Yo, we have been gone for a little minute. Life took over.
Yeah, we've been gone for like a solid 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Like a solid 2 minutes.
2? Shit, felt like an hour.
What were y'all up to?
Work, man. Life of an officer is tough.
I do this thing where I get on planes.
Yeah, so
That's cool.
and you do like numbers. So everybody just been busy
Yeah.
with life, and Lo out here. Yo, Lo been different ever since she got booed up.
Oh yeah.
Badu, booed up.
What can I
Baby.
say? I like being inside. There's lots of stuff to do inside. There used to be stuff outside. There's lots of stuff to do inside.
And you get to save money.
Hey now. Inside is warm.
Oh,
Inside is very warm, so I
Okay.
ain't mad at it. I
came out a little nasty. But okay. All right, yo. So what do we? Well, first before we move into the topic, condolences to the family of Haitian music superstar Mikhail Benjamin, known as Mika Ben.
Yes.
Put out a lot of great music.
Actually, tell some of our viewers a little bit about him. I feel like a lot of people aren't aware of who Mika Benz was or how he even started.
Yeah. So, he was an artist, and he used to drop a lot of songs. So his crowd mainly like a lot of in the Haitian community, like and I used to live in Haiti. For those that don't know, I lived in Haiti at a point in my life. And
Bro, I think everybody knew.
I'm mad. Anyways, I lived in Haiti at a point in my life, and the high school community, college community, he was very big in that community, and it was just he was like that pop star for the young community.
Okay.
And like when all of those people, like when Haiti got bad and a lot of those people left Haiti and moved to like Miami, New York, and different parts of the United States, and even Montreal, France, you got people that moved to Swiss. Like he still had that influence, and because of that, it spread through all of those parts, and he just became this person that was just known around the world to where now, like, and for those that don't know, his old music name was Mikhail Benjamin, and that was his actual name. Like he went by his name. So I guess with the times now, he like shortened it and then called himself Mikhail Ben. And like his passing was it's like it's a tough pill for people to swallow, because it's like, yo, how are you performing 1 minute and you just the next you're gone. And it's crazy where they say sometimes, and I think I saw like people post videos and stuff, and he used to talk about how he loved music so much, and it's like, yo, dude literally left this world doing what he loved.
Yeah, and I heard it was one heck of a performance. I saw clips of it. It was actually a really good performance.
And it was like with Kagami, performing with Kagami, being everybody knows the history of Kagami and how Kagami started, and they've done songs together. And the fact that Kagami came together to do this big concert, it was just like, it was dope. Because, for those in the Haitian, like for those of you that are watching that are Haitian, know that, the group split between Kai and what was the other group again? I forgot. But they had split up, and
don't judge me, folks.
Them coming together, and performing and him being there performing with them. I know it was tough for them, especially on their show.
Yeah.
Like for that to happen is crushing, it's devastating. So condolences, all the love and prayers go out to the family. And yo, yeah.
Damn.
It's like you don't really know what to say at times like this, but
Our prayers go out
yeah.
to his family, his fans.
God bless.
And also to all the other communities, like you had Jamaica showing love, and you had other nationalities showing love because he even, he made remixes to like certain songs. So it's like it's dope for people to just come together at times like this, and it's not about nationality. And at the end of the day, we all Caribbean, and the joke's always been, Haiti ain't part of the Caribbean, and we are. Who is that? Whose phone is that? Not mine.
That was mine.
Oh wow. Anyway, but
I won't mention that it sounded like scripted porn. Is that what we just heard? Rico?
Hey, what I do on my own time. is my
Lauren
business.
is always. Lauren is.
You didn't hear that? It was like, you come get that big booty ass over here. You didn't hear that?
I'm working on a docuseries here. All right.
So
But I
Rico, lead us into our topic for today.
I think there's still a few more current events that we gotta cover, right?
Ooh.
I know.
What's that?
There's been a lot of commentaries on the good brother Kanye, or formerly known as Kanye, just Ye, and his antics.
I wish I could formally know him. Like, I just wish, put him behind me. Put him behind me.
What's your take on everything that's going on?
I don't know where to begin. I don't know where to end. I think it's horrendous. I think the behavior is inexcusable. He's not a child. He's not in his 20s. He's a grown man, and he has children, and this is how he's chosen to continue and carry his legacy. This is how he wants to be remembered.
But when you say behavior, what do you mean by behavior?
I mean, him consciously going out and speaking to vast communities and putting out false information, saying that it's so many places we can take it, but saying George Floyd died from fentanyl. That was already contested. That was already proven incorrect. He was suffocated. Like, why are we revisiting this? He's going out of his way. Like, let that man rest in peace.
Yeah. I mean, I listen. We can't cancel somebody for speaking his mind and then be mad at another group because they keep us from speaking our mind. You understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
Debate. The thing is, instead of canceling him, someone needs to debate him.
I think people need to utilize cancel culture appropriately, and people need to understand that when they're here, when they're rocking Yeezys or whatever, wearing his brand, it's a way of supporting his message. I translate that directly to supporting his message. The more we support him, the more money he has in his pocket, where he is empowered to go on these interviews and spew whatever bullshit he wants to spew.
But if we're going to go against wearing his stuff, we need to go against wearing all these other things.
And I agree with that. I think people need to be conscious retailers.
Yeah, because
consumers.
About 80% of the stuff being sold in stores wasn't made for us.
But right now, today, Kanye is at the front of every news line. You can't pretend you don't know.
You
can't pretend you don't know.
His influence is undoubted.
I will say this. Some of the stuff he has said recently is out of pocket.
Recently? What are you calling recently? Because we can go back, Manny.
Like wearing the shirt with the White Lives Matter. The thing was, people tried to make points of it, which I opened my eyes to it and understood it. It was just his message will always be conceived negatively because of the person that he was standing next to. Mm-hmm. And that was Candace Owens. Mm-hmm. And everybody knows that Candace Owens is Uncle Ruckus in female form. Like, she's for that. She about that. Like,
she's out there.
Everybody who watched Boondocks, you know who Uncle Ruckus is. I don't need to dive into it. she's Uncle Ruckus in female form. Like, so like that's why I felt like his message was received wrong. Like I feel, and the man is intelligent, he's a genius. And I feel like sometimes he has a message, but he delivers it so wrong.
I think genius people can be bad people too.
That's a fair statement.
Like I think we need
That's a
to
fair-
stop like falling to that. Like he's so smart, he's so it doesn't matter. There's a lot of billionaires who are evil. I'm sure Putin is a billionaire in Russia. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's very smart. I'm sure Hitler. Well, actually, I think Hitler was known to not be so bright, but I'm sure there's a lot of. I don't go for that. I don't go for that.
I personally have not made any commentaries on this subject. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a long time Kanye fan, and I actually find it kind of amusing, like watching from the sidelines, because like it's amusing because his fans don't talk more about him more than those who critique or have an opinion on what he's saying. But yet those who critique always ask his fans like, "Oh, how you feeling? How you feeling about Kanye now?" And I always laugh because I'm like, we're fans because of what he's done in other aspects. I don't think any of his true fans ever supported any of his political stances, any of the statements any of these bogus statements.
It's more of a
that he's
fashion
made.
support.
Like at the end of it, exactly how you just said it. I grew up in the hood. Kanye was the first person to bring a different sound that was aside from gangster rap that resonated with me. He introduced art. He introduced many different things that resonated with me. So that is why I'm a Kanye fan. What he's doing right now, I don't agree with at all. And me being a fan doesn't necessarily mean that I subscribe to every single thing that he says. That's not.
Lauren is boiling with a point right
No,
now.
I'm not boiling because I feel like I can relate to what you're saying because to some degree, I'm a Chris Brown fan, and we know that he's had his turmoil, which maybe hopefully we can get into a little bit. But at the same time, it's just, to me, didn't I think about R. Kelly, right? Like, I don't know. How can we be
We're allowed to talk about
fans of Chris Brown, fans of Kanye? I think they're right there and as detrimental as R. Kelly are.
Yeah, I think they're all in the same bubble.
But you know what's crazy though? And this is a big problem. People fail to forget that all of these people are people. Like, they put him on such a pedestal, like Chris Brown, great artist, very talented, great dancer, creative as well in other ways. He's an artist, he can draw, like, but people forget that he's a human
first.
being.
Yeah,
And
but I agree with you to the extent, and again, I feel like a hypocrite a little bit, right? Because to me, Chris Brown, I want to say his errors can be kind of more isolated, although we've kind of seen some repeat offenses of abuse, which, you know, definitely we could talk about. Like, Kanye continues to be toxic. R. Kelly continues to be toxic, right? Like, I don't know.
how is he toxic? He locked away.
Well, but I'm saying for the span of time, he was, out here doing his thing for many, many, many years.
Is this still, like, are people allowed to listen to his music? Like,
His music is still on Apple Music.
no, I know it's still on Apple Music, but like in a non-verbal agreement type way, like.
I don't think so. I haven't been in a social gathering where R. Kelly was played.
My mind's telling me no.
Good. No.
But in you bringing those names up, and even to his topic, and even to Manny's point of that everybody is human first, they are all great by their own right, but they are all very flawed. And I feel like there are probably even more people who are in that light that probably have like even uglier flaws that just haven't been brought to light either.
That's a fact.
So It's very hard to say. Like, this is why I try to steer clear from celebrity drama, but these people have impact and an influence on.
Let's keep it a buck. How many celebrities out here have really shown us how perfect they aren't? Like, you look at Neo, for example. DeVale was at this man's like wedding renewal or wedding, whatever that was.
Yeah.
Dancing with this man in the name of love.
Yeah.
Wow, I just made an R. Kelly reference.
What is wrong with him?
It just happened to come out.
Okay.
But literally two-stepping with this man, and then like what? Not even a few months later, wedding in shambles. Look at Tia Mowry and her husband.
That's crazy.
Like,
that I'm sure
that-
for a lot of us that won't hurt.
It's crazy. I actually have a video of him shushing her.
Yeah, I seen that.
In the
video.
li- I was
seen the
like-
clip.
I've never seen that.
He looked like
He was
looks
just
like he's verbally
like
abusive.
they were talking kind of like this, and
And he was like,
just,
yo.
yo, let me talk. Let me
Yeah,
talk.
like he checked her like
Yeah.
on some man from the hood. He was
Yeah.
like, yo, man.
Yeah,
And then he went back to what he was saying. I was like,
I seen that clip. I was like, wow.
and and whoever recorded that wanted that to get out. Like, she's looking for help, fellas. Get her out of it. But but you look at all of these relationships that was so like, yo, I've seen people hang on these relationships, and these relationships turn out to not be.
It's so hard though, right? Because I feel like we all, and especially in the Black community, we all want someone to kind of aspire to, right? Because a lot of us, unfortunately, maybe haven't had that prime example in the household. So we look on TV, we look in movies, we look on social media, and it's like we want to believe that this image of fairy tale marriage exists, and then repeatedly it's burned. Like, it's not. Where is it? Where can we find it?
But what it is people keep forgetting, like I said, these people are human. Look at Will Smith. Will Smith knocked himself off that pedestal and people were shocked. And I was like, yo, y'all ain't think this man was going to explode?
Yeah.
It's true.
Eventually, like, yo, y'all played with this man from ridiculing him over an entanglement to a bunch of stuff. And then now you ridicule his wife in public and you think he wasn't going. Till this day, I still don't believe he really walked up and smacked Chris Rock and it wasn't staged. Like, I still don't believe it, but I know it's true. Because nobody's going to let their career take a hit like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, he's still one of my idols. Like, Denzel, he's not perfect either. Like, there was a point where he didn't support his wife's music career. And it's just, people forget, like, everybody has a vice. Everybody has something that makes them human, unperfect.
That's why I don't follow relationships. I don't follow like celebrity couples, the Kim Ye's of the world. I don't follow that. I follow ideals. I follow the proper ideals that it takes for something to work. And you can take part of it from this relationship, you can take part of it from that. It's not from a specific couple, a specific person. It's just an ideal that all right, that's something that I want in my next relationship. Because the moment that you start looking at the Kim Ye's of the world, the Nia Longs and the dumbass who fucked her over, the moment you start looking at that,
I still don't think that man deserved to get suspended for the whole season over that.
I think there's more to the story that they didn't put out.
Something is weird. When I first heard it, I'm like, wait,
I think
so
there's more to that
you're
story.
telling me, and no offense, but just like every many athletes cheat on their wife, their woman, in this particular instance, it led so much backlash. I agree with you 100%. There's more to it.
Shaq said it himself. Like, he was a serial cheater.
Yeah.
At the height of his career, he was a serial cheater.
You know what's crazy? And everybody hangs on this couple, Kadeem and DeVal. I don't want it to happen, because they're great together. Like that man genuinely loves her and she genuinely loves him. But say, for example, if something ever happens between them, people will be jumping off roofs. I promise you. People hang on that relationship.
I don't know a ton about their relationship, but I think a lot of their hardship was at the beginning.
Yeah,
They struggled through financial issues.
He said he cheated. Like when he was in the NFL, like he cheated. She did her thing. Like it was young stuff, and now they're at the point where they've grown past all that. Like they've made all their mistakes at the beginning, and now they're at the perfection of what they've worked on as a whole.
Perfection by their standard.
Yeah.
Is there really perfection?
No, there's no perfection, but everybody tries to achieve that.
Yeah. So
And-
that's what I mean by like perfection by their own standard.
And based on what people see, you can go through their comment. People's like, oh my God, this is the perfect relationship. I want this relationship. I want my husband to laugh with me. I want my husband to joke with me. But then I'm like,
Why does he sound like that?
then I'm like, yo, sis, I think I need you to go watch Black Love so he can actually walk you through why they're where they
how
at.
they got there,
And
the
people
journey.
don't pay attention to the beginning of the story. They pay attention to the now. And
And in them paying attention to the now, they get so wrapped up in that's what I want.
Yep.
Not even realizing what it took to get to that.
Yep.
Because everybody's journey is going to be different. Nobody's relationship is tailored the same. Everybody's relationship, some people started out as fuck buddies. Some people started out in a relationship right then and there. Some people started out as just friends. Everybody's story is tailored very differently. So you can't look at the now of a
Look at Big Sean.
perfect looking relationship and say, that's what I want.
And I'll add to that, we can't really prescribe what cards will get dealt, right? We
Exactly.
can say, oh, I want to be friends with somebody for this amount of time before I get serious with them. But you don't know how something will naturally, organically play out.
yeah, my wife friend zoned me at the beginning.
Oh, Manny.
But I bagged though.
Oh, Manny. I'll drink to that.
But I bagged though.
Okay.
Word.
But, sorry.
I think with relationships, you brought up a lot of examples. I think usually the one I hear the most is Sierra and Russell Wilson. And
They're gonna stop playing with them people.
I keep forgetting to mention them. But
yeah,
yes.
well, because to me they're forgettable, right? Like, because you're talking about different standards.
Why are they forgettable?
And I don't know. I
Why? Because there isn't future drama.
Well, first of all, did y'all hear Future is wrapped up in some gang stuff currently?
No.
It's just a reminder of like
I'm not
Sierra's come so
surprised.
far. She's come so far.
And she's you see, this is the thing. Everybody says that the relationship's lame and everything, right? But she's happy. You went through the bullshit, but you're happy. And I feel like some women are excited by that toxic love.
I wouldn't say that. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong as a woman, I think, is it so wrong if it's lame?
No, it's not.
If you're not in the tabloids, if you're not being talked about, is that so lame? I
It's
think that's
not.
actually peace.
But I've had women tell me that it's boring because it's too predictable. There's no excitement.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know. You're not behind closed doors with them. You don't know what they do.
Using Ciara as an example and maybe speaking for myself a little bit, I think sometimes, like, unfortunately, you have to experience a little bit of the drama or the trauma to appreciate what the lame brings.
I'm sure they had arguments over, Future and stuff. Like, listen, Future's an intimidating man. Let's be honest.
I don't think
Hold on.
Russell Wilson's intimidated by him.
Reason why I say intimidating is because let's look at it like this, right? Russell Wilson, yes, he is a he's a Super Bowl champion. He's probably one of the best quarterbacks that played. He's not doing so great right now, but man is happy. I doubt he cares. He's won his Super Bowl championships.
Doesn't he own a team or something? I don't know. Go ahead.
And he has one of the baddest chicks. But let's remember, you got Future now. Future's in everybody's Future's on everybody's radio.
So
But that could be intimidating, bro.
how?
Russell Wilson's not on everybody's TV.
So
So it's like, no, but remember, now you're playing. Let's remember, before they had kids, my man was playing stepdad, right? So you was still catching up to being a dad. So first of all, this kid is getting to know you. So this kid already has a relationship with his own actual father.
Barely.
And
now
but his father is the shit. Like, his father is at the same damn time. Like, but guess what? That's not what that Future wasn't that. And everybody was cracking. I mean, Russell wasn't that, but everybody was cracking on Russell because they're like, yo, that's not Ciara style. Ciara's from the A. Like, she's Southern. He's too clean. He prays too much. He prays before every game. He prays before he eats. He prays before he hits
like,
it. He prays before, like.
I get what you're saying, but I still don't see a need. I'll put myself in Russell Wilson's shoes, and I'll compare if I'm dating somebody who prior to me was dating like a scammer or like somebody who was that guy. The fuck I care about him for? He had you, he lost you. What is there to really be intimidated by?
Yeah, you kind of have to dig a little deeper at the character because I don't think Russell Wilson wants that. I don't think that's who he is.
It's not what he wants, but when people talk about, yo, that was Future's girl. Like that, no, but that's the convo.
That's the convo, but
because
where are we now?
we're in now, but at the end of the, listen, man, and this is where I need you to understand something. As men, hold on. As men, we have feelings. That macho shit about, oh, he not gonna feel no type of way because, yo, if you hear about the ex enough, it could bother you a little bit to like, damn, all right, okay, haha, okay, it's getting a little old now. But when you start saying shit like that, that's because you're tired of hearing it.
But that's all based, I would hope in a strong, healthy relationship, that's based on what Ciara's doing, right? Like, is Ciara mentioning Future? Because
no, not Ciara mentioning Future.
No, but that would be something to
right,
make him intimidated. Not other people's commentaries. I don't.
Like, for example, Russell walks into the locker room right before the game, motherfucker bumping Future after he just had an argument with Future about something concerning their family.
That's his own security. That to me, that's the prime difference between a healthy and an unhealthy relationship. I don't think people who are perpetually perturbed by the ex's music being played, I don't think that person needs to be in a healthy relationship right now. I think they need to work on themselves, right? Because think about it. What can Ciara? There's two people. It's Ciara. It's Russell.
But
what
it's
can
not saying
Ciara
that.
Change about that circumstance?
No, but it's not saying that he's perturbed. It's just saying that at the end of the day, as a human being,
You think if Nia Long hits my line right now?
Wait. Are you wearing this leather jacket when she hits you up? Are you all?
I'm styling profile. You think if Nia Long hits my line right now? My regular ass and tabloids start saying, oh, but her ex was this guy, though he cheated on her, he's still that guy, and I'm still. You think I'm worried about that nigga?
Eastern Conference champion, coach champion. Go ahead.
You think I'm worried about that nigga?
Former player for the NBA. Yeah, go ahead.
You think I'm worried about that nigga?
I mean, that might be a swag.
You think I'm worried about? I dated a girl, and God's honest truth. I dated a girl whose ex-boyfriend prior to me was the assistant coach for the Knicks.
Wait, you said her what?
Her ex-boyfriend was the assistant coach for the Knicks.
I'm not gonna say the name. I see you, player. I see you.
You think that fazed me?
I'd have been asking you to see if you can get some tickets, though.
Funny thing, that's how I found out that was her ex-boyfriend.
Oh, he was giving out tickets?
We got tickets to the Knicks game. At that point, she was still with him. I didn't know.
You don't got no nose on your face. But I would have went to the game, though.
I did go to the game. That's how I found out that was her boyfriend at the time.
She's very interesting. She's got an interesting way about her. That's bold. That's bold.
Yeah.
So He's probably. I hope he's not watching this. Cause he gonna be like,
Please don't be watching.
yo, you remember that dude you brought to the game? That was him. All right.
Rico.
We're based in Atlanta, Georgia. He lives in Atlanta, Georgia. If you need him, okay. So what we getting into now? What we?
All right, we gonna shift. We gonna shift the gears a little bit. We're gonna get a little more serious. As you want to take the lead on this?
Yes. So, shout out to my co-hosts in deciding what we wanted to discuss. One thing I thought was super important for today. It is October, so in honor of Domestic Violence Month
And Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
and Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
my shirts.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm breast cancered out.
okay.
Shout out to Saint Catherine.
10 years strong.
10 years.
One of our family friends. She is 10 years strong.
Yeah,
Second remission.
I believe. I don't want to quote it.
Yeah, don't quote me on that.
You don't want to piss
But
them
she-
kids.
she
You don't
the-
want to piss them kids off with the wrong information.
She's a survivor. 10 years. 10 years strong.
Yeah.
10 years strong.
No, dope. I
Yeah,
think
got the socks and all that. Not the slippers, but
you look good, Manny.
thank you. Breast cancer out.
He really loves pink.
Yes.
It
I'm
brings
a
out your
goodness.
it brings out your eyes.
I got a pink tie too. Yeah, but go ahead, Lo.
I'm sorry. Yes. So I guess in the theme of survivorship, just shout out to anyone who's ever gone through something, those who have overcome, those who maybe have not, in remembrance of you. I think domestic violence is something particularly, a lot of times we don't talk about it until after the fact, right? After we see the victim. But I just wanted to kind of open up the floor and have more of a conversation around it. I know we've seen more celebrities, unfortunately, exposing a lot of times athletes' wives. I don't know if you guys follow, is it NBA and Krishan?
Yes, Mr. Bridges.
And then a little bit earlier, I mentioned Chris Brown, Rihanna. So
Mr. Bridges from the Hornets. He beat his wife to a pulp with the sun watching. But
it's horrifying. It's like I don't know.
and Krishan. Yo, the girl was a D1 athlete.
A beautiful D1 athlete.
And, I mean,
Still is.
listen, man. I can't judge nobody. Crazy love is crazy love. Like they deserve each other. Like because they're clearly both in the same headspace. So if it works for them, it works for them. Like,
But it's not working. It's kind of like, I don't know. Like, I guess that Whitney, Bobby, the Ike and Tina.
I think that's exactly what that.
I mean,
that
Yeah.
particular.
they're the Bobby
situation
Whitney
is.
of rap.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what that is.
They say those. I mean, who knows what's what, right? And I don't want to forget to mention this. It's not always the woman who is the victim of domestic violence. I think they say that allegedly Whitney used to beat Bobby, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can't see it. I don't know.
There was the conversation was because they actually confirmed on when they did that show, not the show, but like when they were doing the Whitney special or whatever, like it wasn't even the domestic part, it was more so of the drugs was introduced by her and not because a lot of people thought
That he introduced
it
Yeah.
to, and I ain't gonna lie, I was sitting there looking at the TV like, y'all that ass. But then they actually
she's older. I don't know if this makes a difference. I know they met young and she's older.
and they explained that her brother introduced it to her. Types like it's I don't know, but those relationships are crazy. Ike and Tina, like she overcame that, and it's tough.
And then with Rihanna and Chris, you guys back in 2009 on the way to the Grammys when they were dating, they got into an altercation in the car in a small, tiny Lamborghini. And then, I'm sure many of us have seen the pictures as a result. And then fast forward more recently, right? Like, I don't know if Ari Fletcher, she was one of the ambassadors for the Savage brand, and she made a comment. She's like, she was with or is with Moneybagg Yo, and she's like, I want my man to let me know he loves me. I want him to pull out his gun and say, bitch, you not going nowhere. And then a lot of domestic violence advocates, I guess, spoke out against it. Ari came out and said, oh, well, who cares about these girls getting beat anyway? You just, you need to take it. You need to take it or something. And then she got dropped from Savage. So I want to mention that too, because
I feel like someone else got dropped from Savage for similar commentaries.
Could be, but all I know is that Rihanna, she's such an empire. I wish more people would hold people accountable. Same way I feel about Kanye. Like we need to hold people accountable. Cut their check. Get rid of their. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear it.
Who? I'ma shut up.
Say your piece.
Speak on it.
Say your piece.
I'ma shut up.
Say your piece.
No. Okay. Everybody loved Kanye when he was doing music and all that stuff. Yes, he lost his way. He said a lot of messed up things.
I'm about to say not a few.
He said a lot of messed up things. And I still feel like we should kind of see where he's going with this. Because we know and what he's doing is not over. He's planning something. And I really feel like a lot of this stuff is to get attention for something.
It's political. But I don't want to get into that because that's a whole nother rabbit hole. Let's stay on topic.
Yeah.
Let's stay on topic.
Because I'm getting upset.
She don't you never liked Kanye, so now
That's not true.
Kanye, this was just more ammunition.
I'm team. I love everything black. I love everyone black until you start acting like you're not black and forgot what the black experience is.
How do you feel about Can I say it? With the Candace Owens? Let's talk about it. We can't knock one dude and not knock the other. How do you feel about
what part of it? What part? The fact that she used to be a diehard liberal and then she got bullied. And
how do you feel about her documentary about the whole Black Lives Matter thing?
I have no idea what the fuck it's about. How I don't understand. How does Candace Owens have a documentary called Black Lives Matters? You clearly are not equipped to speak on the topic. And why the fuck was Ray J at the premiere?
She said she got receipts. She said she got receipts.
There's a whole lot of coon energy all around that shit. I don't want to get into that.
I guess Ray J was there to promote peace.
I don't
Because that's who we need. Speaking of domestic violence, wasn't Ray J filmed pushing his wife, his baby mom, into a pool at some point too?
Allegedly. I don't know if that ever got cleared up because I feel like that was Love and Hip Hop, right?
Yes.
I feel like one angle it showed like he shoved her into the pool, like he kind of brushed her into the pool, and another angle it kind of looks like she was a little drunk and she actually stumbled into the pool. I don't know if that ever got cleared up. I don't really watch.
I don't remember seeing him help her out the pool.
No, he definitely ain't help her.
Oh, he helped out the pool?
No, he definitely ain't help her out.
Oh, he ain't help her out?
Yeah.
You better.
Because it's hard because I don't watch ignorant TV.
But they're back together, and I think we should spend a second on that, right? Like when these people are violent domestically towards your significant other,
what causes you to stay?
Right, it's as the outsiders looking in, we hold them to a standard and we cancel them and we don't fuck with them. But Rihanna and Chris have put music out. I think Ray J and his baby mom are back together. Clearly, Krishan and so where do
Rihanna
we play?
and Chris put music out when?
After all of that happened, they had came out with one track. It wasn't like a hit.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they came out with the track. The track might have already been made and they just released it. Cause remember, they didn't talk.
No,
for a while.
He was on her album afterwards.
Yeah, but those songs usually are there waiting.
Possibly. You're right.
I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they did record it.
Did they do Cake?
That was after.
Yeah, that was a pretty big record. That was at least
no,
one.
but I think he was a. I think that song came out around that time it happened.
No, because he
it
was
after.
with her. The whole thing is her line was sweeter than a rice cake, and that was offense to Karrueche, who he was with Karrueche after.
Oh.
Well, after
Okay,
rice cake, Asian girl. I don't know.
that's a bit weird. But
Well, how did
She
I
didn't
never
get
catch
canceled?
that?
Yeah.
Wow,
Hold
that's
on.
a good one.
She didn't get canceled for that shit.
Rihanna?
It was a different time. Cancel culture wasn't a.
No one's
Oh.
canceling Rihanna. I don't think so.
Wait, but we gonna cancel somebody else if they said it?
All right.
Yeah.
To make it.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so there's a double standard.
No.
No,
It
there's
was
a double
different.
standard.
It was a different time. There was no cancel culture around that time. Cancel culture's only been around for what, 5-6 years?
But that's crazy that you broke that down though. Rice cake.
No, I remember reading it.
Wow, that's actually a clever line. I agree.
But I'll say
With
that.
a roast.
But I'll say this. I really think that people go back to those relationships because
That's where they're comfortable.
yeah, it's like it's what you're so used to, and it's like in the back of your mind you're kind of hoping that person goes back to the person that they were at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And what a lot of those people don't understand is that wasn't really that person.
Mm-hmm.
That was the facade, the mask that they put on. Like I wish I could really create an app. I want to create an app where it's like a Yelp, but for men and women, where you start dating
Like
someone.
a Carfax history.
Yeah, like you type their name in and their exes could like rate them and put in.
I've been talking about a Carfax history for years, but even a Carfax history is flawed.
No, but I feel like even if that person, like after you put the information, right, like it's profiles, right?
Bro,
You can actually click on the profile and hit that person and be like, yo,
What about the accidents that don't get documented?
yeah, but what about the accidents that are getting documented? So,
Yeah, but what about the ones that don't? Those are the worst ones.
but that's what this website would be. It's their first name, last name, boom, like that.
But
so
but the ex has to be motivated to go on there and report it.
That's my
right.
thing.
Like, what if they're not? What if?
Yeah, but-
what if this nigga
As-
beat
as
my
much-
ass?
but
and
if
I
I
have
would,
a
but if
restraining
I,
order
but
against him.
that's what the platform is for, to give this person strength
Yes,
to help them
not-
get over that fear of exposing this person. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Once that person's exposed, he's lost his power automatically right there.
No, because
I wish you
people-
would touch her.
People don't commit to cancel culture. I wish that was the case, Manny. I wish people could have fortitude, like actually commit to not fucking with people. But people, we're weak.
But you
Humans are
remember when I
weak.
created that thing called Whelp?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'd call the shit. Whelp.
It still goes back to my statement of what about the accidents that don't get documented? Because I hear what you're saying, but I don't think you're taking into account.
No, and I hear what
the
you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
behind-
Some people may not want to
They may-
say nothing because they don't want to revisit it. They don't want to think about it. They just want to move on.
As much as you want them to be strong, some people are just not there yet.
You're right.
So
I mean, if you
And
took it
so-
from a lighthearted perspective.
So let's put a pin in Whelp
yeah,
for now.
one of these days. I
Well,
like
yo.
it. I like it. I like the idea.
I like the idea.
Maybe Kanye will buy that instead of Parlay.
Do you guys know that Candace Owens' husband owns that platform? Did you guys hear that?
He owns what?
So
He's British, right, or something? I don't know.
yeah,
Wait,
he's
so
from
he
the-
owns Parlay
He's the CEO of Parlay.
and he just sold it to. So she just pulled the ultimate come up. She got the documentary dogging out Black Lives Matter. Her husband just sold Parlay to Kanye so he could talk his shit because the man got banned from Twitter, Instagram. And Facebook.
And that's my thing. Like, pay attention. And now Kanye wants to hang with her. Now Kanye wants to hang with her. It's all a vicious like money suck. It has nothing to. Kanye doesn't care. He doesn't care.
That's why the rich stay rich. That's crazy.
He doesn't care. Now, just sorry to keep bringing it back
Yeah.
to this. As a woman I'm West Indian, for those who don't know, I am Trini, and I do kind of have
Trinity boy.
a feisty mouth myself. I do. I also happen to like big guys, like 6'5", brown skin, athletic build. That's my preference. I
You
think
just described your boyfriend.
I was just about to say.
You
see
just
what you did there,
described your
right?
damn boyfriend, bro.
Well, it's just one, as a woman, I could never ever see myself putting hands on a man, right?
You see how big that nigga is? I wish
But
you
like
would.
any man though, right? Like I just, because sometimes, like I remember Chris said that Rihanna allegedly she hit him too. Who knows what's true, what's not? But I definitely think as women, I don't think we should feel like we're invincible. I think if we initiate and engage in any argument, physical altercation, I just don't think we should. I don't think that warrants a response, but I feel like we shouldn't feel absolved from a response.
I tell all women the same way I tell my sister. Don't do it. And it's not to degrade women. It's not to say that women are not strong or not strength. You might even knock the motherfucker out. But there's just certain things that you just don't want to get yourself in the midst of. Like nobody's trying to see you get abused by a man. It's a terrible sight to be seen. Whether you won or you didn't win, it's not a happy scene to be. It's not something that you want to see. It's not something that a guy even wants to hear. I would hate.
Very true.
Even if my sister fucked the nigga up, I would hate for my sister to call me and say, "Hey, I just got into a fight with a dude."
I ain't gonna lie.
Because dudes think very differently than women do. And that's what it boils down to. Because even if a woman is winning the fight, there are some dudes who are trained very differently. There are some dudes who are not trained with hands. There are some dudes that are trained at pulling a trigger. So now a dude's pride is already fucked over because he's getting knocked the fuck out by a woman. So now he results to what? He results to a weapon. Yes, he's a coward, but now I gotta bury you because of this.
Coward, yeah.
But I ain't gonna lie though. If my sister calls me and says, "Yo, I just beat a dude up,"
No, Manny.
I'll be like, "Oh shit, run, run, run," because he gonna try to get back.
Yeah,
He gonna hit you with a vase or something. Run.
I always wonder. I don't know much about it, but when Ashanti, fellow princess of Long Island like myself, when Ashanti's little sister Shia was with the rapper Slow Bucks, and all of the pictures were released of when he domestically abused her, and she's spoken out about it quite a bit.
The Zoe slow.
Yeah. I just wonder, when you're Ashanti, someone of so much power and influence, and you see your little sister get beat up, what were the repercussions for him?
They dated
They were engaged.
after Nelly or before?
No, her sister. I had a feeling he didn't catch it. I had a feeling he didn't catch
Ashanti's little sister Shia.
it. I had a feeling you didn't catch it. There was a little ounce of me that I was saying to myself in my head, I'm like, yo, he didn't catch it.
Him
he thinks
so
it's
well.
No,
His eyes are real big.
Okay, no slow shit. I haven't slept in 2 days, but at the same time, when she said Ashanti, the fellow princess like myself, I zoned out and was like, bullshit. And then I just didn't hear anything else until she said Slow Bucks. And then my attention came back and I was like, oh, word?
That's why I'm like, because when you start saying Slow Bucks like that, I'm like, why are you so hyped?
No, because she lost me at the princess, because I was like, Princess of Long Island, Ashanti, Princess of Long Island. And then I guess, yeah, but when she said, I was like, oh shit. And then I tuned out, and then you said Slow Bucks, and I just wheeled me back in. I was like, oh, he used to beat her. And then I now feel stupid.
Her new song with the little remix with Diddy and Bryson Tiller, it goes.
It's a nice verse, but I hate the song.
It goes.
Wait,
the verse is
the remix.
the strongest.
The remix of
Gotta
Move on. Yeah.
Oh, there's a remix.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
good.
I'm listening to that in a little bit.
They were dancing to Beyonce when I walked in tonight, y'all.
Oh wait, was that the song that took up the Cool and Dre beat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that shit.
We think it sounds like my lip gloss be popping. My lip gloss
Yeah, I'm
be
like,
cool. Isn't that?
I think Diddy's Diddy's time of remixing is over.
Yeah, I caught the end of that. Yo, I caught the end of the song and I was like, yo, I'd never want to hear this shit. I don't even want to hear the beginning.
And I say that with love. I'm a very big Diddy bopper. I Diddy bop to every remix. I'm here with the Harlem Shake. I'm here with it all. But
Yo,
I think it's done.
Real shit.
I think we're done.
One of Diddy's best album aside from Play is We Invented the Remix. Like that was
Oh yeah, I remember that.
that was one of the best Bad Boy albums ever. And
I think that was an EP, but I get what you mean.
no, We Invented the Remix was a whole album, bro.
Sure. Hey, I don't. All right. Okay.
Huh?
It was an album.
It wasn't an EP because it was the remix of every artist on Bad Boy, and they made it into like a whole. If you want to call it EP, but it was.
I'm sorry, Rico. I'm so
Yo,
sorry.
I be listening
so
to him too,
sorry.
and I'll be like, yo, bro. And you know what's crazy? Because I really let him get his thought out. I really let him think.
But in truth, it really was. Keep talking. I'll pull it up. It'll say album on it.
It probably will, but
Wait, hold on. I just don't want us to
gear off too far.
No.
yet.
We can move on, but I just don't want to end this without the topic that's looming on everyone's mind. How has dating been, Rico?
Damn. Dating been good. It's alright, you know. Gosh, I gotta put me on the spot.
Yes.
And y'all always want to start with me. I don't get that. Why y'all always?
Because we only want to
Okay,
look at us.
it
We
wasn't
only
EP.
want to know about you.
I'm sorry. Wait.
It was an EP.
Yeah, here we go. I had you.
Rico showed his expansion on music, his range on music a little more than mine. But go ahead, proceed. How has dating been?
Dating's been, you know, it's cool. It's going, you know.
Huh?
All right. Now that we in the fire right now.
Oh fuck.
We in the fire.
Why y'all always want to
No,
start with?
hold on. No, Lauren lit the torch. I'm gonna walk on the coal. I'm gonna add the coal in there. So, what has dating been teaching you?
Patience. No, seriously.
That day was waiting for something else. Nigga just said patience.
No, but it's been teaching me a lot about patience. Also showing me a lot of things that I actually don't want. There's a lot of surface level things that I like. If you would ask me like maybe a year ago or like 2 years ago, that matter to me that don't really concern me anymore. I think at this point in my life, I'm just kind of like looking at the nitty gritty and just like looking into like foundations that I'm trying to put down and stuff like that. So it's been interesting.
Foundation.
Yeah, you know, the boy growing up.
So, you trying to lock down?
The streets might be losing me soon, guys.
I don't, yo.
I don't know. Stay
And
tuned.
I'll tell you this: anybody that knows Rico don't say that unless it's possible. Like
I don't know.
when he don't see it, he ain't gonna say it. But when he see it, he say it.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe, just maybe, the streets might lose me soon.
What the fuck though? No. I was Harlem shaking.
Was that what you were doing
No.
on the album or the EP?
Rico, okay. No, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad. I'm
Thank you.
excited. And yeah.
So, how has dating been for you?
I like to call myself pre-married, if you will.
Oh, you know.
Y'all are, oh my god. Okay, beautiful. That is beautiful.
Yeah.
We'll have to hire
Wait,
you
so
guys.
hold on. All right, so so you said the word pre-married.
Yeah, I did.
Explain to the world what pre-married is, because is that like moving in? Is that like
That sound like set in
is that
stone.
like is
yo,
that like y'all visiting Jared's a little more often than usual?
Not Jared's, but okay. So
Time out.
Diamond District, baby?
I think in the event that anyone has not been with us from, or at least since I've joined, so my thing when I initially joined, I was single. I was very much subscribed to a roster. I think young women should feel empowered to date whoever the fuck, and fuck whoever the fuck you want to. Do your thing. Enjoy your life. And then my mom said I should get on the dating apps. I got on one known as Bumble, and I met a fantastic human being. And he was just so conscious, and he just knew what he wanted from day one. And he was so different from what I had typically dated and what I thought that I wanted. And yeah, I'm just blissfully in love. And yeah, I'm excited. Maybe some of you have met him. I hope.
Hold on. We're going to do the remix. Yo, that's hold on.
Y'all heard Rico's chair this whole time.
Nigga been squeaking like a mouse in the Bronx. No shot at the Bronx. No
All
shot.
shots.
Man.
We are located in Atlanta, Georgia, off of Fairman Road in Augusta.
And Tremont.
Yeah. So pretty much this is it for you. Like we getting invited to a possible wedding destination.
I surely hope so. I mean, you know,
I hope
there's
it ain't
some
Thailand.
prerequisite for that, but
I hope it's local.
I think is very intentional, is very conscious. I definitely, I'm not saying every situation. I'm not suggesting every situation be so intentional from jump, but in our case, it worked out very well. So I'm happy. Yes, we live together.
I like it.
Yeah.
Damn, dog.
Yo, I think on the next episode, we're gonna talk about how you got rid of the roster.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That I think the world would be interested because the thing was, we actually never got. Yo, this dude must be special because we didn't even get a chance to dive into a roster for her because it was like dude came in.
Pummeled through the roster.
I can tell you the roster members. I've been dating now for a little over a year, and I haven't even spoken to not one of them from the point.
Yo,
Well, if you talking like this, I would hope so.
Yeah. No, but it's like, sorry, clean cut. Bye, guys.
damn. They don't even say hello.
No.
For why?
I mean, my feelings would be hurt too if I saw videos that you was posting out here. That little slow mo video with the drone. I need to borrow that drone, by the way.
When you've been, I feel like when you've been in the game for as long as we've been in the game, when you leave, you just gotta leave cold turkey.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's not something that you gotta give thought to it. Like I remember like my brother. I think my brother said it best. And my brother was a slut.
Boozing.
Love him to death, but he was a slut, and I have full control of saying that he was a slut because my sister-in-law knows that he was a slut. And he left the game cold turkey, and he literally told me, and when he got into his relationship, that was around the time of the ending of my last relationship, and I remember him telling me like, "Yo, get it all out your system, because the day that you actually do decide to leave the game, you just gotta leave it cold turkey. It's not one of those things where you could put one foot in, one foot out. If you got one foot in, then you're not out the game yet. There's just a detour."
So, I'm married. Lauren's pre-married. Rico might be leaving the game soon. Yo, God is good. God did.
Mike. It's a big Mike. It's a big Mike.
It's a Big Mike's better than Mike. Shit, Big Mike's like, cause you know how Mike's right here and Big Mike's leaning.
There's no guarantees here, but it's a big Mike.
You see, now he getting all macho and shit. He
don't
don't want her to be looking at the video to be like, oh, I won, bitches. He be fronting, bro. Just like she used to be fronting about homeboy. She used to be fronting.
Yo, I was trying to keep homie kind of on the low for a little bit, but y'all may have noticed Manny tried to blow up my spot at least 5 times.
Many times.
At least 5. Like, Manny.
Nah, cause you was out here, bro.
It's
You
'cause-
should have seen when they
it's
walk
'cause
in the
we
room.
always clown him.
Like right now, he in here right now grilling us. Like
It's because we always clowning him. That's why.
right now, he looking at the time like, yo,
Manny, like he's not alone anymore.
yeah, but soon, people. Am I pointing at the right finger? Yeah, right there.
You
Right
should
there.
know.
Nah, I couldn't see from the angle. Yo, and you see, and you know what's crazy? She got her nails. Her nails stay done now,
Yeah.
just in case.
Just
And she walk around. Yo, she literally was just coming here to record, right? These gold shoes came out of nowhere. I feel like she got shoes in the trunk just in case, like she pull up and she feel like it's about to happen.
in case it happens at a recording. Yes. How magical would that be?
I would love to capture that moment.
Oh my God.
Yo, Manny's a whole creep.
But yo, this was dope. We haven't recorded in a while, and it just felt good to be back. I know we were a little all over with a couple of topics today, but it just felt good to be with my team again. I missed y'all. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I missed recording. We were doing lives, and this nigga. But yo, stay tuned. We got stuff coming. We got more content from our pool party that we did this summer. We got the next year we gonna do another one. We got more parties coming, game nights, more engaging things. A lot of people had so many positive things to say about it. Shout out to Kay Gorge for the honorary member.
Yep.
You know the vibes.
In the flesh, held
Yeah.
us down. Thank you, Kay.
We gonna have on the show soon just to talk shit, girls talk, and if you are a female and you are interested in being in girl talk and you would like to talk your shit, hit up Lauren on
Let's do
the
it.
podcast page. And don't worry, we gonna have our guy talk too. 'Cause we got a couple of things we want to get off our chest.
I'm gonna talk my shit again.
That's a fact. But overall, guys, we really thank you for those that tune in. Thank you for tuning in. Share this with your friends, family. Follow us if you aren't following us. If you found this by chance on YouTube and you actually found this interesting and you are interested in other things, we have many projects going on, dating projects. We got a series out right now.
Subscribe.
Yeah, and we just have a lot of other things we do. We try to engage as much as we can. Just follow us on the Good, the Bad, the Ugly _podcast on Instagram. And subscribe. Show us love. You can follow us individually. And yo, it was good. Thank you for tuning into the good,
The bad.
The ugly.
Peace.